And I was helping my daughter with some magic spells last night. Now this works whether you practice magic or not. Yo, what's up everybody? This is your Coach Renz. So last night I was talking to my daughter. She's gotten really big into her magic spells and sigils and things like that. And we're going to do a sigil here, not on this video, but I'm going to teach you guys about sigils in a later video. So please stay tuned and subscribe. If you're finding me for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I want to thank all my subscribers and those who support us on Patreon. It really does help. It keeps the channel going. It makes things great. And we got a lot more coming. So here's the thing. So last night, my daughter, who's interested in magic, who's interested in crystals and the spiritual realm in that nature. So we were talking last night and she was like, Dad, you know, I've been doing this magic spell that you taught me a couple years ago, but you know, I'm seeing it work in certain things, but I'm not seeing it work in other things. Now here's the thing, people, whether you practice it in ritualistic magic or not, whether you are following some kind of coven or not, whether you're just looking at it from just changing your mental state, that's all magic really is. It's changing your mental state so that you can manifest what it is that you desire, or changing the mental state of other people so that what can be manifested in their lives is what you actually desire. So that's truly what magic is. Kind of like when people say that the only way a root works on you is if you believe that it will work on you. The only way you can be hypnotized is if you believe and want to be hypnotized. So magic works in the same way, because it's just something that comes from the Hermetic, comes from the alchemical, comes from all those the ancient teachings, but we've allowed science to take us away from it, to separate. Back in the day, a true alchemist studies both astrology and astronomy. They're all one and the same. So we was talking about her magic, this spell that I taught her a long time ago, right? And in doing the spell, I told her that sometimes what she's missing are the 6 core needs that people have. And this is something internal and it's something that's external. Now the way I'm going to express this is not my own way of expressing it. It's a method that I learned from Tony Robbins a long time ago. So I want to give credit where credit is due. But when it comes to magic and manifesting something, if you follow this pathway of thought and action, then you will manifest what it is that you desire. Now, of course, you write the thing down. Write down what it is that you want manifested. But here's or that you want to happen in your spell. Here's the first thing. Certainty. You have to have certainty of your results. You have to have certainty of what the outcome is. And that certainty has to be clear. The more levels that you can define the results, the more levels you can understand, well, yeah, the more levels you can define the results, let's just stick there, then the more likely it is to occur. The more likely you are to take the massive action that creates it. So let me give you an understanding of that. I'm going to steal this from Tony Robbins as well. He talks about how the Inuits, which that's the politically correct name for Eskimos, but the Eskimo, which is more commonly known, they have 6 different variations for the word snow. It's kind of like in the English language. There's there, and there, right? There's, you know, we have words that have multiple different, sound the same, but different spellings, different meanings. There are different types of snow. Snow that you eat, snow that you fall through, snow that you can build igloos with, you know, snows that the dogs can go through. So different variations of the same word have different meanings. So the more clear you are on your intentions, your invocations, the more details you have, then the more likely it is to happen. This is why if any of you guys purchase my book, which you can go to coachrenz.com, the store, and purchase my book, How to Escape Mental Welfare. When I talk about writing down your goals, after you write down your goals, you then begin to write down a plan of attack. All the details of what is needed, gaining clarity, all the details of how it can happen, where it can happen, what's needed for it to happen. You begin to write down all those things, and as you write those down, now you're creating a plan of attack because there's more details, more clarity, there's more, you know which directions to go. Your subconscious brain, your reticular cortex, will begin to notice different things that have already been around you that will help you to move in that direction. So it's kind of like when you buy a car, Before, you didn't see that car, but then once you buy a car, that car is everywhere. When you see an outfit that you want, all of a sudden that outfit is everywhere. Whatever you desire, whatever you focus on, you start seeing it everywhere. So when you write down your plan of attack, when you are more detailed in what you want to manifest in your life, then that allows for, then your brain will see it everywhere. So when you say that you want to start a business and you write down all things, I need a business coach, I need a business plan, I need finances, I need a bank, relationships with banks, I need marketing plan, I need to understand the social media. You start writing out all the things that are required for your business. All of a sudden you start seeing all those things become available to you. You may call it serendipity, but serendipity is a whole nother story, which I'll do story time with an alchemist about that one. But all those things start to come together is because you have more clarity and you've written that down. So the next one is uncertainty. I know I just said certainty, now I'm saying uncertainty, but in magic and manifesting, uncertainty is this. General Patton said that a plan that cannot change has already been defeated. Yes, you want to have a plan, you want to stick to your plan, but you want to have room for change, room for the unexpected, room for things to not happen the way that you originally wrote it down. If you work with me as far as writing a business plan, one of the things that, like, let's say your business plan costs you $3,000 for you to open. $30,000 for you to open your business. I'm going to tell you add another $3,000 to 10% for stuff that you just don't know what's coming. Shit that's just going to happen. For the unexpected, the unknown. Because the unknown and the unexpected always happen. We say that we like change, but in truth, we only like the change that we desire. When I got ready to open up this, do you think that I wanted to spend the extra money on a hot water heater? Do you think I want to spend the extra money on an air conditioning unit? Do you think I want to spend the extra money on putting an additional grease strap in? Those were unexpected expenses, but those unexpecteds were written into my budget for the most part. It was a little bit more than I expected, but those unexpecteds were written in there. It did, it was, all of it wasn't totally unexpected. So there was a level of uncertainty, a level of allowing for change, allowing for a difference, allowing for it to manifest in a different way that you desire for it to manifest. So when you're doing your magic, right? When you encircle your magic, when you encircle the spell, you encircle yourself, then even though you're asking for the spirituals of the different corners to come in and defend you and your spell, the thing about it is you have to allow for the differences to happen, for things to happen in ways that you may not understand, because we don't understand all the forces of nature. We don't understand all the laws of the universe. We understand gravity to a certain point, but there's points of gravity that we don't understand. So you have to allow for those changes, right? The other thing is significance. Even though personally you may say, I want to be significant in my life, what is the significance of what you're manifesting? What will happen when you manifest this? What change does this bring in your life? What does this do to elevate you? What is the significance of the manifestation occurring? So you have to know that. You have to know after the outcome, what is the next step? Where does it lead me? How is it leading me? How is it making a change? So what is the significance of your manifestation? Then it's connections and love. How does this connect people? How does this disconnect people? Now we truly want connections. So what is the connection that occurs once this manifestation happens? Does it connect people? Like we're working on towards our Botswana and towards building the Temple of Learning. Depending upon when you watch this, we may have already had meetings. We may have already established a first location in Atlanta. It's no telling where we may be by the time somebody watches this, because it could be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. But the thing is, what connections do we make? How do we connect to the community? How do we connect to Botswana, the people there? How do we connect with one another? What are the connections? See, we have significance, and then how is all things connected? So when you're manifesting something, does it bring my family closer together, or does it separate us? Because I may not want this, because that may not be my true desire. That may not be what's in here. But if I'm saying it, but it's not in here, if there's a conflict, then it's not going to happen. So what are the connections? What things does it connect? If it's a material business, if I do a business here, what are the connections of the business? How do I connect with people? If I'm doing a spell about my business, where are the connections? Okay. Then there's growth. All things have to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. So we want to continuously grow. So in manifesting things, how does that manifestation grow? What does it grow into? What does it develop into? Because if it doesn't grow into something else, then it dies. All things on the law of rhythm, everything's either swinging to the right or it's swinging to the left. Nothing, according to the law of vibration, is at a standstill. Everything is always moving, so everything is always swinging right or swinging left. Those two laws are interconnected. So your manifestations are either growing or they're dying. So how do you continuously allow for that manifestation to keep growing? This is why in the Christian Bible it says pray without ceasing. Even when you have received what it is you receive and you give gratitude, you still keep praying because you have to continue to feel the vibration of it. You have to continue to let it grow and make it grow. Let it manifest into the next level. And then the last thing is contribution. In this one, it depends on the spell. And that's what I told my daughter. It depends on the spell. Who is it going to contribute to? I know that that's part of connections, but who does it contribute to? Whose life does it add to? Whose life does it raise? Whose life does it make better? Is it just yours, or is it the people that you connected to? Is it just the people that you connect to, or is it the business? Where is the contribution? Where is the giving? Where is the gift? Where is the giving out? So you have to know. So when you know all these things, when you can say, I have clarity about this spell. So you don't just say, I want to be healthy. It's like having an affirmation. I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. Get clarity on the health. What size are you? How much do you weigh? What's your flexibility levels? What's your blood levels? Get deep into what does healthy mean. Then you leave room for uncertainty. Well, I may actually my blood level may be this high or this low, or what is the uncertain thing? I may have to, even though I want to lift weights, maybe I can't lift weights and I do plyometrics. Leave room for the uncertainty. And then significance. How is this significant to my life and those around me? What is the significance of me being healthy? What is the significance of me being in love? What is the significance of me having money? What is the significance of those things? And then from that, what connections will that allow? What's going to help me? What connection am I going to make? What connection am I going to have? What connection am I going to have to the gym? What connection am I going to have to food? What connection am I going to have to a person? What connection am I going to have to community? In order for when these things manifest. And then grow. How do I grow from there? Because I can get healthy. Like in my body, I've swung to the health and I've swung to unhealthy. I've been, amateur bodybuilding, Marine Corps level to a 300-pound sedentary dude level. So where am I growing? Am I trying to continue this growth? Am I trying to neutralize? When you see those guys who are like 60s and 70 years old, and women who are 70 and 80 and they're still got bodybuilders and they're still doing it, it's because they figured out how to neutralize the swing so that they don't swing back to the left. Now there are some genetic things that we can't help. Aging occurs. You're going to age. Unless you can find these elixir of life from the alchemist, which gives you immortality, you're going to age. But how much can you slow it down? Can you slow it down? That's the question. I don't know. Tell me, do I look like I'm 46 years old? I'm just curious. Am I working well at slowing down the aging process? Just let me know. All right. So that's a joke. So don't be mean. And then contribute. What's your contribution? How are you contributing? Who are you contributing to? So if you consider these things in doing your magic, and this is what I told my daughter, and whether or not you're a practitioner of magic, witch, warlock, whatever you want to call yourself, or if you're an alchemist like myself, or alchemist, hermeticist like myself, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's all the same thing. Or if you're just a motivated person, or if you're a religious person, no matter what, if you're just an atheist, if you're just anything, whatever it is, you're a mentalist, you're a spiritualist, you're conscious, you're whatever, if you take this concept into the things that you want manifested in your life, and then whatever ritual you do, whether it's listening to motivational speeches, whether it's doing ritual magic, whether it's going to your church, mosque, synagogue, whether it's doing whatever ritual gets you there, take these 6 things into your ritual, because these 6 things are universal. They're universal. They're not owned, controlled, or anybody has any I forgot the word that I was going to use, but nobody has the copyright on. Nobody's TM'd it. Nobody has made this their own thing, and it only works in our way. This is just universal. So utilize this to make your life better. Utilize this to make your community better and everybody around you better. And if you do desire to join us in the Temple of Learning, please connect with me. Go to mastering. You can either go to coachrenz.com right now and send me your contact information, or better yet, just go to Gmail. Email me at masteringyu10 I'm really looking for people right now. This is 2018 July, and if you're in the Atlanta area, this is where we're going to start. But we're going to be growing satellites in other places as soon as we get all the charters down and everything, solidified of how everything, the mission, then the mission and the structure. I'll be more than happy for other leaders, other alphas, to set up satellites so that we can make it a national thing, so that it can become a universe, a worldwide thing. So y'all have a great day, and remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable.